So round 2, game 1, we're on the play. That's pretty sweet. So here I think it's a clear mulligan. I don't know in game why I didn't take it. I mean, I know it's a bit a leak in my game that I don't take mulligans aggressive enough. But here readless, I don't know what my opponent is playing. The hand is just way too slow. I mean, we can hit so good starting hands with our 2 drops. We have Liliana, we have Imperial Seal to grab Liliana, and here with 5 lands and 2 4 drops, that's just a bad keep. But it happens, so we kept. Then of course we leading with the Spires, opponent also on Spires. Turn 2, we get a 5 drop. Our opponent plays Ramping Grove for a little bit of ramp. We still have nothing. So our opponent goes ahead and main phase Winged Quaddle because of the bounce land. We go ahead and play Call to the Feast. So at this point for sure I'm already regretting why I kept my hand. I mean, so far the card quality doesn't look too strong from my opponent, and I just need to make sure I get a 2 drop, 3 drop, and so on. I mean, now I get to turn 5 and I basically done nothing so far. Here we have 2 options. We can go for the 3/4 flyer or for the relief captain. I decided to go for the captain because I just can get a big attack in. I mean, big, just 6 points of damage, but we also gain 6 life, which we might need because we had such a slow start. That's why I went for a relief captain, also because my opponent has the Winged Quaddle, the 1/1 flyer Death Toucher, and I would be happy if he trades him off. I don't want to use really a removal spell. I don't have so many in my deck for the 1/1 flyer. That's why I don't want to show my opponent the 3/4 flyer yet. Pump the team and swing in. And our opponent double trades. And then we can go ahead and use Imperial Seal. And actually, I'm not 100% sure. I think I grabbed the leash. 3/4 flyer would be nice. Liliana would be nice. And then also leash. But the problem is, I mean, if my opponent just plays a big flyer, it kind of brick walls my whole board. Liliana is just quite slow, and Deathbringer Leash especially, I have quite a bit of gold cards, which then triggers both abilities. I think is quite a good choice here. So my opponent uses Lava Coil on my 3/2. I'm quite happy to see that. And now we get the leash. We play the leash first because we can swing in then for 3 damage. And now my opponent plays a Tariel. So far we don't have any creatures in our yard, that's good, but of course this card is a problem. We basically need to hit a gold card or a removal spell. Oops. So we played 3/4 flyer, which gets pumped by the leash. We could kill some tapped creature, but our opponent doesn't have one, so we cannot make use of that. Our opponent plays Forbidden Alchemy, bins some lands and creature with Unearth, so we should be aware of that. Fortunately, we draw land. And can still not kill anything, but I don't think we should hold it back. For when we draw a white spell, because we have very few just white spells in our deck, and I think 3 or 4 or something, because Battlefield Promotion is not in it anymore. If we would have a lot of white spells, I might hold it back, that I can first tap something and then play the black spell and kill it. But because we only have 3 mono white cards, I think, I looked it up in game, it's not worth it to hold it back. We can't attack. Opponent goes ahead and draws with Hoopu. Rejuvenator, Karula and Cryptic Spires. And he passes. So I'm just happy my opponent didn't have a removal spell so far. And the question, I think it's coming down, is just, does he have first a removal spell to kill one of my creatures and bring it back, or will I be able to kill his Tariel first? So on Earth we right away go ahead and cycle it, of course, hitting another land. Unfortunately, Ether Snipe, killing my token or bouncing. Our opponent passes again. Now we get Lily. Unfortunately, we still cannot use the ability from the leash. Here we have 2 options. The +1 on a creature or the Rejuvenate to kill it. And the minus option I don't like too much, because if we hit 2 creatures, my opponent can immediately bring one in with Tariel. But maybe the risk is very low and I should go for it and try to hit one of my gold creatures, because if I hit only 1 gold creature, it would be quite nice. I think he cannot take it from me in response, because I mill it and bring it back instantly with no priority in between. So if I would hit 1 gold card, I mean, I don't care if I lose Liliana afterwards or what, but I just want to kill Tariel. But I decided to go ahead and kill the Rejuvenator. We cannot attack. Our opponent goes ahead, draws again with the Hoopu, gaining some life. And then he plays Fiery Justice, killing my leash, and 1 damage on Liliana. And I mean, the whole game basically was was already over because I didn't do anything until turn 4 or 5. But I just wanted to play on to see a little bit more of his deck. And he swings in, I lose my Liliana, I drawing another land, and we are dead. Even though we're on 38 life, but Source of Pontiff we're not gonna show because it's not gonna do anything. And he swings in. So yeah, I realize with the replayer it's not running so smooth. I mean, I will do all the games for this draft, but maybe in the future I should consider just recording it. But usually if I have a long game, I need the time to think through my stuff. I mean, here it was like kind of easy games so far, but I guess recording would be better. But yeah, I will check it out in the future. But for this draft, I'm still gonna use the replayer to show off all the games.